So you guys know my kids. My kids have worked at the UN. My kids are ambassadors of the world. My kids speak multiple languages. Like I said, my youngest daughter is the youngest kid to graduate in recent history from an Ivy League school. I'm a little upset, so I know I'm probably rambling and leaving out parts and jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. Y'all can hang up. I love you. I know everybody's going to be calling me later. But you all know for sure that my kids are not brainwashed. So I thought that was crazy that people actually started to believe that, because I could see the messages and the comments and, oh, sorry. And sometimes people just want to have something to say, and I understand that too. So today, the whole topic, and I thought about people, all my friends in the industry, and who I could call and what media people I could talk to about this, and who do I go to talk about this. And I thought about this all the time, but I never really have, the right person, and it's never really come to me. So I just thought I'd turn on my thing here and say this. But for someone to imply that my kids are brainwashed because they honored the job or the duty that their mom fulfills on a daily basis, 365 days a year, 24/7, is crazy. No one's brainwashed. You guys can go and see, no one's delusional. Hold on one second. Wolfie? I love you. What are you doing? Are you trying to play in here with mom? Okay, but can I just do this little quick interview and then you can come right back? Can I? Okay. Only because I don't want just. Okay, I love you. Okay, I love that. Come back, okay? So let me just read my comments. Look at my crazy big movie screen, you guys. That's actually a movie screen. It's huge. It's like the biggest one of the biggest ones I could find. And it has a direct throw projector, so that projector shoots right up to that screen. It's super close. Anyway, we're not going to get into all of our tech gadgets, but what was I saying? So you all know that my kids are not brainwashed. Those of you that know me here also know what kind of parent I am. I have been a parent pretty much all my life. I was a very young, probably too young bride. So I had these kids very early. And you guys know how much my family means to me, and you know how much my kids mean to me. And you guys know, all of you that know me absolutely know what kind of mother I am and what kind of family dynamic I have over here. I think it's very important for you all to know. If you look back in our history, I have always been the type of co-parent. We were actually very famous for our co-parenting abilities and, how we always put the good face forward and the good foot forward to the world. So you guys know that. If you pay attention to the time frame of things, you will see that some years ago, recently, this ex in question brought a lawsuit against me and my family, a completely frivolous lawsuit, where he accused me of all kinds of crazy stuff, like embezzling, laundering, defrauding, all these things. Again, everybody that knows me knows that nothing could be further from the truth. Clearly, I'm sitting right here in my home, right? There's no, none of that. I didn't flee the country. I don't run. I don't have to hide from anybody. I didn't commit any atrocities that I need to answer for, here or in the next life, at the gates, wherever I'm going to get. I don't have to do that like some other people.
Ooh, so that's a shot.
Excuse me.
That's a shot.
But I get like that. So many kids. So sorry about that.
Subscribe.
Pay attention to when this lawsuit was launched. It's probably a couple years ago. You'll notice that that's when all of these attacks started coming from my ex. You'll notice that that's when a lot of a barrage of crap started coming over here to us, you'll notice that the kids stopped kind of, over the past years, they stopped kind of seeing their dad as much. And also, again, I have 5 kids, so I've always been like, you know, an open book. All my other kids consider, let me turn to the light, consider Russell to be, considered him to be at one point in time like an uncle. We were all very close. And that goes for all my baby dads, by the way. There's evidence of that. You can see them, you know, on various far and few between events, but you can see them sometimes like on the red carpet, and you'll see one person with all the kids, right? We get along like a family, like friends, like whatever. So you'll notice that all of this down talking and all of this stuff started to take a turn around these past couple of years, I think coinciding with that lawsuit. But I just want to come and say, you know, and I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant and rave. It's funny though how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them, one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you, again, go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So of course I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You know, you can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, you know, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500. Maybe a little more. Again, all these things can be, you know, proven with receipts. I love receipts, so folks can always go and get receipts and show over the years. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too. You can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy, and I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how you should honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, you know, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts, so whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know, we can talk about it, we can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it, I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's not even 8:30 in the morning. But my 2 oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. You know, that was crazy. It's just been so many things that kind of negate what I'm trying to do over here at my house. Again, like I live in Beverly Hills, California. You know, I go between New York and LA. People know how to find me. They know how to see me. I see people walking up and down the street all day, every day. I'm just not going to tolerate this from someone who's not on the streets walking around every day. They are like, I don't know, apparently like hiding under a rock someplace far away in another country. You know, again, these girls are adults. They are young adults. I typically try to be very friendly and amicable with all my big daddies. But I think it comes a time when you guys have to ask yourself, why are these women, young women, not supportive or not really trying to hear that? Or what have they gone through? What have they seen that they, you know, that has turned them off or that has put a bad taste in their mouth? You know, we've seen a lot lately over the years. And I have literally stood by these people and this man all my life. And I just get so emotional when someone tries to attack my parenting or my family or my kids that have tried so hard. You know, you can see all the press that we've done, all the interviews that we've done. I mean, it's a community thing, these kids graduating from college, high school too. And all my friends, you know, I say the same thing. It's every person knows here that has had graduates. I graduated from college only just recently in the past like 5 years. It's tough. You know, they're teenagers developing into young adults now. They had lived their whole life in the public eye, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing, because it's good because you know my kids, you know my family, you know, and so I hope that the public can kind of decipher some of these things and some of this, you know, bullshit. But it's also bad because you grow up and, again, your stuff is in the public eye. You don't get to, you don't get to handle things that
you signed up for this.
Discreetly, like other people may have a chance that are not in the public eye. So I'm very touched and emotional. I become very emotional. People always say, Kimora, you're such a boss. You're such a leader, but you're so emotional. I am emotional. I will, you know, like snap in a heartbeat when it comes to my kids. I think everybody knows that.
Aren't you remarried?
And so the fact that you would come at this point and try to attack my kids or my family is crazy. I'm very, very proud of my kids. I love them very much. And I'm not gonna tolerate this. I'm tired of it. I literally woke up to this. I haven't had a chance to get on the phone and call people and get the whole thing going and call publicists, call friends and do all that. I've gotten, you know, enough. I just came on here and did it like this. I'm sorry. I'm in my living room. Those are all my crazy clothes. I'm renovating my closet, and so my clothes are here behind me, and so it looks like I'm in a warehouse, but I'm really in my living room. So I think if you look at just some of the facts, this person was not present at graduation. Again, there was not one graduation. There were several graduation events, both for NYU and Harvard. You can look these things up. There's a schedule. They're, you know, public events. Anybody can come or get tickets or show up or be there. They're usually at auditoriums. NYU was at Yankee Stadium. One of the graduations, the other ones were at smaller venues and locations. One of ours was at the Beacon Theater. They're all over. The same for Harvard and Boston. You know, there's many different groups that graduate. So Yoki's like a classics major. It might be the classics group or the division of arts and science, or, you know, the law group, the this group, the that group. Everybody has a graduation in addition to the school as a whole, right? So my point of saying all this is that hi Renbex, hi Hi, you guys. The point of saying all this is that if you look, this person has not been to any events, did not come to graduation, no, he wasn't particularly wanted, but no one stopped you. Hasn't sent a flower or a gift or a kind word, cut the kids off when they were traveling around. Yoki was on a trip to Greece with the classics department. She didn't know that her little debit card or whatever wasn't working. That was a whole mess. And it's a lot. Again, you parents will know when you have kids that are in the middle of finals and studies and stuff like that, and stuff comes up and their things aren't going through and they're, whatever. It's been a stressful past months getting through college, and it's been a stressful past just couple of years dealing with this just dealing with this craziness. Hold on, I'm just trying to see what you guys are saying and I can't. So I just want to say I usually stay here and I try to be very supportive of my family. I try to be very supportive all the time of even my baby daddies. I've sat quietly through things, and just because I'm a mom, I've tried to look the other way for things and turn the other cheek. And I don't know, I sometimes feel like some of those things come back to haunt you over time, and stuff like that. So, I'm not really sure, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. Again, like I'm sitting here with my kids in my house. Easy to find me, not running, not hiding, not,
I did also want to come in here and say that I can't, between a lot of people who are close to him and who have experienced how he is, just lashed out at anyone he can and completely changed the person that he is. A lot of us feel like maybe something's wrong, like mentally, I don't know. He's older, I don't know, but he has completely changed. I will come on here and talk about whatever I want because it's my life and I'm the one suffering. So, he has completely changed. The couple texts I just had, those are only the beginning. I'm gonna go through them if he's gonna, I don't want to post a ton. But if he tries to say that, like, it's not happening, I have screen recordings, I have voice memos of things that it doesn't sound like a human being. He's, like, shrieking and yelling, and, he sounds, like, possessed. So, I will say, I'm not even sure if it's, like, to his credit, but the best explanation I have is something mental going on, because I used to be very close to my dad. He used to be a good co-parent, close with my mom, my stepdad. He was his godfather to my little brothers. We all went on vacation together every year, like very close, well after the divorce. Everyone was really happy. When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them, like good friends. He'd come stay with us, like we'd come stay there, like all the time, everyone together. And then really he suddenly just decided that, like, if we don't agree, it's, oh, you're all bitches like your mother, I hate you, all these fucking bitches are the same.
Pretty much.
Like, what? You cut me off out of nowhere. And he did it, like, on purpose. He was like, oh, enjoy camp, I put, like, you're good to go, I put money in your card, and then he cut it off when I landed. So I'd be stranded. My mom helped me, it was fun, worst things have happened. I'm just saying, he'll like look me in the eye and be like, so I felt that was important to include, because if we do continue to get into it, and some of the things that I post are gonna look crazy, and I agree, they're crazy. And it would honestly make me feel better if something was severely wrong, because this is just not the father that I know, or the father that I've had. Like, to this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed. So, I just wanted to include that it could be that, and I don't know his mental situation, but like he used to do kind of crazy stuff, and then say he had COVID, so we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space because all you do is tell me how awful I am and how I have my mom's awful, shitty, bitch ass cunt genetics. So hey, like I'm in school, and can you not harass me when I'm in school? He wasn't paying for school, by the way.
Now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Russ is going through it. Russ is lashing out on his kids. He's letting everybody have it. He don't have no money, and he's mad that this chick is taking it. You've been divorced from him for 20 years, and you still paying. This is what you do when you're stupid. Russ lived a whole nother life. And people thought he was the Zen master in Bali and meditation. Why you ain't meditating now? Damn money gone now. Now you going back to Hollis, Queens, baby. That's the real Russ y'all listening to right there. It don't mean it to me. Look at him. How he going off? Hey, yo, that B, that D, I'm talking about that. Huh? Right? I'm broke. She stole everything. Yeah, you know me. It to me. He going, oh. Your love don't mean it to me. She done stole everything. So he's mad. He finna sue and do all this stuff. But Russ, you created this problem. You created the problem, Russ. It's hard for me to give Russell Simmons a pass. Now I ain't talking about those girls they trying to get money out of Russ now. They trying to Me Too Russ. Him and Brett Ratner, they gonna be hiding. Brett somewhere hiding it like a mother. That's why he can't do another Rush out. Brett Ratner pop back up, they gonna be go get Russ. Cause boy, they was like tag team heaven. Now, because of all the skeletons you got in the closet, you allowed yourself to be finessed. But Russ, I'm not finna sit here and act like Kimora Lee Simmons is innocent because all this chick did was have babies for money. Why your last name still Simmons and you've been divorced for over 20 years? You went and married a dude that's about 25 years older than you. Why you do that for? Cause you was a broke, inspiring model, and you knew this dude is an old perverted dude who's gonna be throwing money around, and you went and found him and linked yourself on to him to build your career, have babies with him, so you could have yours, be a power couple. Now, your name was built up off of that. Then you start dating other, closeted men. Having babies with other closeted men. To what? Get money. So now, Russ ain't packing it in like he used to. He had to sell his companies. He's chilling in Bali. Like, I ain't coming back to the country. I got to miss all this stuff because all this stuff going on. And they basically trying to insinuate all Russ's situation and throw him under the bus. They calling up publicists. They got Rolling Stone playing ball with them against Russ. The whole nine. So now Russell Simmons can't go on TV. He can't go out and say all these stuff. Hollywood ain't on his side no more now. They gonna stay hitting. They ain't got nothing to say to good old Russ. No. Nothing to say. So, this is what you get. You wanted to go marry a young, you thought she was naive, Asian woman, beautiful model in these little modeling things. You was running through these little models and you could do whatever you want and had this pretend life and go and do all your dirt behind the scenes and get wild and crazy. No. Now the real Russell Simmons shows up. And y'all get to see the dude who ran Def Jam. He's like, look, I'm Def Jam. I'm Russell Simmons. I made you. I'm your daddy, girl. It's Father's Day, and I ain't get a goddamn card over here about it. I ain't put you in school. How you get there Ivy League school? For what, for me? I'm Russ, goddammit. Put some respect on it. I'm your daddy. And you gonna understand me. Your mama ain't got no job. All she did was spread her legs and have me make you. You're supposed to be on my side in court. I the one brought you in the world. Your mama only had you for money. Now she got the money, so she don't even want you no more. Now she wants you to make some money to take care of her. Hey, what about daddy? I made the money. I went out there and did the work. How you gonna forget about daddy? Now I'm broke, and after all I did, put you through school. You gonna forget about me? Forget you. Russell Simmons. There wasn't no Run DMC. It's Russell DMC, baby. I'm still holding it down. Damn it, I'll be Jam Master Jay on the next show. I don't care. I'm getting this money. You ain't stopping nothing. Still got friends in the industry. She's still using the name Simmons, and I've been divorced from her for 20 years, still attaching herself to me. And running off having baby with other niggas. Don't mean nothing to me. Russell Simmons. Put some respect on it. I'm your daddy. You better learn how to respect me.
Something tells me deep down that I'm gonna, I'm not gonna regret this. You don't do that. It's wrong. And literally, I have not been able to say anything because I've just moved out recently. And a lot of people, when I'm working and modeling, I'm so grateful. They'll say to me, oh, I met your dad 10 years ago. He's so wonderful. And I'm working, so I'm just like, yeah, there's great parts to him. And we used to be very close because that's how I make money to move out. He won't give me any money, which is fine. You don't have to give me money. I'm 20. I'm over 18. I don't know. But then I can't also speak out against him without him messing up my job. No, but I know it's going to start more drama, but it's been years. All that money.
Subscribe!
Nothing. Russell Simmons doesn't give me any money. It's fair that I have to be quiet and I can't sit in. It's ruining my job and I don't get to have a career because it's not fair. All he does is post crazy, out of control stuff, and we all just say like, God, like if I respond, it's gonna be worse. If I respond, it's gonna be worse. I just like how it goes. And I used to be so close to my dad. You can see that in any picture ever. I was the closest with my dad. I had not done anything to him. Anything he says that we've done is like, they didn't call me when I said call. They didn't post a picture of me on Instagram for my birthday. Like, we have done nothing but go to school and stay out of grown folks' business and let them do their legal stuff. And Mom has encouraged that. She's been like, yeah, y'all are in college. Like, be in college. Don't worry about this over here. And it's my dad who, if you unblock him for 2 seconds, at one point he lied, said he had COVID. And so we called him like, all right, this is serious. Are you okay? And he's like, nah, I just faked that to tell you your mother's a piece of shit. And we're like, all right, good morning. You're 70. Like, grow up. And I never wanted to do this because I'm like working so hard just to try and have like my own life and to do what I enjoy doing. I just graduated college. I just got to New York. I might not even have a job now. I don't fucking know. Never baby downfalls, I guess if the name helped you get the job, I help you lose the job. I don't fucking know. But I just I did everything so much patience, and it's like But you're not gonna text me over and over, calling my mom this and that, and telling my sister this and that, and sending people to threaten my sister. He sent someone to threaten my sister at her house. You know my sister's a nice person. She's a quiet person. May would never do this. He sent someone at the middle of the night to like take her some papers to like sign away her inheritance or whatever. Then she was like, should I be signing this? And I was like, what? He like sends people to threaten her. And you know me as a calm person. No, please stop with the bullshit about I hope you find peace and privacy and this is venting. I have been dealing with this my whole life. This is not new. It's not new drama. I already lived in the drama, so now I'm just sharing. This is not, there's no therapy you can go to with someone who weaponizes the fact that you don't want to go public, right? Because when he posts something and then I don't respond, because I'm like, I don't want to have drama. And so he's been weaponizing that we don't want to have drama. I'm not, like, I care about my family. I don't like to have this out there. But he uses that against you. Well, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to say something. So now I'm saying something. And if you're going to say one more thing about, like, you should be in private in therapy, get off, please. Because I'm telling you, he uses that against me, and I'm not going to have it. And my sister and my mother, and I'm not going to have it. And he's going to spin the whole narrative about, oh, your mom turned you against me. I am very independent-minded. You can ask my mom. She has an issue with me every day since I was 4. I want to cut my hair. I want to move out. I want to do this. And she's like, we negotiate all the time. I'm not the type to like, whatever you say, mommy. I'm like kind of an independent individual in that way. She would know. She raised me with a lot of work. So he's going to say, she's not with me. I'm in New York. Like I said, staying with a friend because he will not even give me $100 for rent, which is fine. I'm saving. But like, all that money you're crying, he doesn't give me $1. Not that you need it, people work. People are 18 and 20. They don't have parental support. I don't have support for you. Yeah. But that's all I really have to say, I guess. I think I covered all the points. It's been many years, so don't tell me this is just drama that just started. I've been living in it. It's been terribly directed at the children. It's not like I could just stay out of it. We tried. I would be in school, living, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, and my mom, if I asked a question, she'd be like, this is not your concern. But anytime I allowed him into my life, even to have lunch, he would start yelling about tell your mom to do that. And I was like, I can't, what? Cursing, saying terrible words. If you don't agree with him immediately, it's immediately cursed out, foul things. Like, if you don't immediately say, oh my God, I hate my mother too, like, you're in trouble. So, don't tell me this just started. I don't really care if I seem crazy because I know that I'm not. And like I said, I will release every email. I'll release my entire WhatsApp log because I have behaved as well as I could have at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have behaved as well as I could. Please give me some space. I don't want to talk about that. Well, I don't want to hear you talk about my mom. Could you please stop? Please don't call my friends. Please don't call my boyfriend. Please don't call my friends at school. Please don't DM my friends at school on Instagram to harass me. Please don't threaten my job. Please don't send people to threaten my sister. I've done the best I possibly could. And I mean that. On my own. Like, it's not, because he and my mom have had disagreements. I'm not involved in them. But he forces me to be involved. Even now. He'll say I didn't want drama. I have texts of him saying, go on live. No one will fucking believe you. Do it. Go ahead. Nobody cares. Fine, let's go then. Go on live. See if anyone fucking believes you. I'm Russell Simmons. See who believes you. So, Did I miss anything? Not those are the main points. Rich people are crazy, bro. Thank you for your thoughts. That's so helpful. So helpful. So yeah. Speaking to y'all now, but a lot of people who claim to be feminists or progressive when it comes to one of their friends, their homies, whatever. Blind eye. So, yeah, y'all might not really see me much more. Like, I might not continue working in fashion or in entertainment. I might just, I know I have other skills. I might just do like law, which I care about, and criminal justice. Like, I'll do something else. But I'm saying that now. A lot of people who will say, oh, I would back up someone if they said, look what I have evidence, look what's being done to me. And it's gonna be, oh, well, I knew your father in the 90s, I can't hire you, so you don't have to hire me. But I said the truth, and I'm sure that'll, come full circle. I'm thinking about, honestly, some people that I care about so much who don't know that me and my dad have issues, and I'm worried that they're gonna abandon me, not talk to me, turn away from me, and as sad as that is, I'm sure if they do that, I'm better off without them. But so yeah. If people abandon me because my dad is awful and you thought he was great, and the one time y'all met in 2012, he was so spiritual, and you don't believe me even though I have the evidence, that's fine. But I think the world really sucks if that's what happens, because it's not fair. It's been years. So yeah. And I love my dad. I've always loved my dad. You can look at any picture of me as a child, of my family. I'm always with my dad, hugging his legs, something. I think I have like 45 Daddy's Girl t-shirts when I was like 4. I love my dad. And if he tries to say, oh, they've been awful to me because we didn't post a picture of you on Instagram, so you could performatively make people think that we're not upset. So yeah. Maybe I blew up my life. It's okay. Oh, recover.